Thank you for tuning into Tanaka TV, the best and future biggest fight channel on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like, that comment, that subscribe button. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get this channel to over 1K subs by the end of the year. Now, I think we can do it. It doesn't matter if we're at 1K, 2K, 3K. As long as we're in the Ks, okay, people, it is fine by me. But I can't do that without your support. And so thank you for those who support this channel currently and those who will support this channel in the future. Now, we're going to get into some information that's been circulating around the UFC as of recently about Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo has recently fired one of his main coaches, longtime coaches, on the UFC Countdown. Now, I believe this coach has worked with him throughout like his Olympic career and throughout his UFC career. Now, here are my thoughts on that, people, because it's two-sided in my mind. I think that moving on from a coach that you feel that you've either outgrown or that you don't really need in your current circumstance is okay. Now, I do believe in loyalty. I do believe in staying with a certain coach and growing with that coach and developing and accomplishing goals with, coaches who've been by your side. I do think that is something that is to be said. However, on the other side, on the flip side, like I said, if you need to move on from a coach, if you need other experiences, new things, in order to develop your arsenal as a martial artist, I am completely okay with that. I think that when it comes to the UFC, when it comes to mixed martial arts, it is the most taboo thing in a lot of people's eyes to move on from a coach. You don't see this really when it comes to football, basketball, baseball, I'm pretty sure. All of those sports, they move on from their coaches when they feel that they need to. Now, of course, sometimes it is premature. However, things get moving, and it's not something that's seen as a negative when a team needs to move on from a coach. It doesn't matter how many rings you get, how many trophies you get, how many Super Bowls you win, how many NBA finals. You move on when a coach isn't fitting the journey that you are trying to embark on as a team, as a sports team. Now, I get it, we're talking about two different things here, but all I'm trying to say is that when you make the comparison between sports, MMA is the only one that truly is taken as taboo on a general stance. Now, here's my biggest problem when it comes to Henry Cejudo and his firing of his coach. It's not the fact that he did it. It's how he did it. I think that there are plenty of moments that Henry Cejudo could have made this decision. My problem is doing it on UFC Countdown. You mean to tell me that you couldn't have found a private time to do this? You wanted to make a scene out of this? You mean to tell me that you couldn't have done this the day before or the day after? You had to do this when cameras were in your gym and your coach had to face this dead on. Now, I did see some comments that were saying maybe this was staged. Maybe the coach knew about it already. I don't care. You let the headlines do what they do. But you don't do that to a longtime coach on the big screen for hundreds of thousands and millions of people to see. You don't do that to a longtime coach. A coach that you yourself, Henry Cejudo, said was a longtime coach. He was a good guy. He helped you through the Olympics. He's helped you through all your title fights. He helped you become the success that you are today. The most or the least you can do is not make it a showcase and make it a private matter. Now, I know that people are going to find out and the headlines are going to eventually make it a thing. That's not my point. My point is that you could have found a better time, Henry Cejudo. I think you had every right to do whatever you needed to do as a martial artist, because at the end of the day, this is a business. You are business partners at the end of the day. But at this point, I do think that you are probably further along the lines of just being business partners. You've known him for what? Henry Cejudo won his Olympics. Because for those who don't know, Henry Cejudo is a gold medalist in the Olympics. He got it in somewhere in the early 2000s, I believe in 2008, somewhere around that time. So you've been working with him for what? 15 years at least? Something along those lines. And you couldn't give a certain amount of decency to this person who has helped you be so successful in your career. That is what bothers me about this, because you did not need to make a show out of it. That's really all I have to say about the matter. You just don't do business that way. In the sake of making entertainment, what means more to you? Making entertainment, or still showing your loyalty to a person who's helped you in a manner of decency? Comment down below, people, what you think about this situation. Do you think Henry Cejudo handled this correctly? Would you have made the same move in that time frame where all of the cameras of the UFC countdown are there to see? That's embarrassing, people. That's embarrassing. So I have nothing else to say about this matter. Like I said, comment down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for those who are supporting this channel, who have watched this video. I've got more coming for you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.